Happy New Year 2025. How many times have you said Happy New Year over the last few days to people, either in a card, on a social media post, or maybe face to face with friends, family and neighbours? But how many of you have actually thought about those words? New Year. We hear New Year, new you, new start, new resolutions, but happy. How many of us know what happy is anymore? I remember 25 years ago to the day, I was very, very, very unhappy. The life around me was falling apart. I went through divorce, loss of job, bankruptcy eventually, the bereavement of loss of both my parents in 2002, within 6 months of each other, and found myself in a very lonely place. I found myself in a very beautiful place. Like today, this is a very, very beautiful place. But one of the things that I've realized is it's no good being in a beautiful place and being unhappy in that beautiful place. A beautiful place like this can make us happy, can help us access that something within us that we call happiness. Just feeling the sun on your face and the freezing cold on your fingers, but looking at the world with awe and wonder and love. I love being out in the open air. Being in a place that's peaceful and quiet and natural can stimulate happiness. But if you're not happy inside, if the thoughts and the feelings within you are creating unhappiness, coming out into a place like this may only just make you more unhappy. You will only see what that unhappiness triggers in you. You'll feel the cold, you'll see desolation, you'll maybe even think about what man is doing to the planet, what is happening to this beautiful space, what's happening to all the species that we're losing, and become even more unhappy. So one part of being happy in this new year is to be able to get out into spaces like this, but also to appreciate them. And these peaceful places remind me that I need to create this same awe, wonder, love, peace and tranquility and balance and naturalness within myself as well. And so over the last 25 years, I've gone from unhappy in a beautiful place. I lived in the Lake District for 5 years, but never really appreciated it while I was there. But on reflection, that was the start of a journey back to what I call my true nature, back to nature, and creating a space like this out there that I can only really connect directly with and truly with through my senses, but creating that inside as well. So creating an inner peace, an inner tranquility, inner quiet, by learning how to observe my mind rather than live through my mind. It's our thoughts and our feelings that create what we achieve in life or what we don't achieve in life. And those thoughts and feelings can easily be manipulated. We can always believe that those thoughts and those feelings are controlling us. But in truth, we have the ability to guide our own thoughts and our own feelings in a way that can create inner peace. I call it natural mindfulness. And I've been doing this now for over 10 years, sharing my journey, sharing natural mindfulness, something we can all do. We don't have to be academically smart to be able to do it. We don't have to be able to afford to do it. It's free to do. I share most of what I do. I still sell courses. I still ask for donations on my walks. I train other people to do this and do the same. But in essence, it's free. You don't need a guide to do that. You can go on holiday to a beautiful place and you can explore it yourself, or you can hire a guide to help you find those wonderful spaces more quickly and avoid some of those other places that are not so safe, not so enjoyable, not so comfortable. Avoid those as well. And that's what a guide does. So I train guides to just help those people that are struggling to help themselves. If you are struggling right now with your thoughts and your feelings, and if the thought of coming out into a beautiful space like this doesn't fill you full of happiness and the joy I feel coming out in this, then get in touch with me and I'll guide you, or get in touch with me and I'll find you a guide. I've trained over 600 guides in more than 40 different countries around the world. I'm sure I can find you somebody who can guide you if you need to have a little bit of help to do that. But I really encourage you in 2025 that if you're going to have a happy new year, it's not just about changing the things outside of yourself. We're encouraged to do that. We're manipulated to do that. We've been manipulated to think that all the answers to our happiness are outside of ourselves. But the true answer we've known, religious people have known, spiritual people have known, wise people have known for thousands and thousands of years, probably for the beginning of time, that actually the true happiness comes from within us. And if you want some help with that in 2025, you want some guidance with that in 2025, please get in touch. I'll leave details under this video, and encourage you to find that happiness within you. One of the best ways I find is to come out into spaces like this, but come out into spaces like this with an open and quiet mind. If you need some help with a quiet and open mind, let me know again. I can find you somebody to help you with that too. I wish you a happy new year, and I wish you success throughout this year, finding that happiness, not outside of us, but within us. Because when we find that happiness within us, we can spread that happiness outside of us with others too. Thank you for listening, and have a great new year.